Oh, I'm not sure anybody should ask me that question. How does a Scrum Master navigate political influences and agendas? In my experience, unsuccessfully, more than successfully. What we need to do is understand who's in the arena. Who are those political players and what are they trying to achieve? Very often we are not working at odds to really anybody. It's rare that I find a Scrum Master who is actively engaged in thwarting the powers that be. They are instead trying to help people be better. They're trying to help the teams create an environment where they can succeed, create an organization where everybody can succeed. And that means that we're in quite a weird place compared to most. We're probably apolitical. We're not interested in the politics that's going on. We're interested in better. I don't care who wins the argument. I care that whoever does allows us to do a better job. And with that comes quite a lot of power, right? Because you can become a trusted confidant if you are seen to be, and actually are, being an important part, not involved in the politics. You become somebody they can talk to. Right? You become that sounding board, that coaching partner, that advisor. And that means that you can put your thinking into play. Okay? You can give them advice. You can coach them in certain topics. You can just be a listening board to hear what they have to say. And of course, you now have that knowledge. You don't forget it because you're listening. You're just there listening. And so when I'm operating in highly political environments, one of the first things I do is make sure that everybody understands I'm not in it for me. I'm in it for the people that I work for, the teams, the organization itself. It's that really key part of the trust equation, that bottom slice of self-orientation. You're there to build trust. And one of the fastest ways to cut through just about any politics is that everybody trusts you. As a Scrum Master, you are going to spend your time demonstrating in real, visible terms that you're not there to make other people seem bad or to stop them getting what they need done. You're there to help the teams be better. You're there to help the organization be better. And everything you're going to do is focused on that, not on the current agendas. Okay? Somebody else can worry about that. That's their problem. If they are currently winning, we are probably going to work with them and further their agendas as long as it makes the organization better. But what you're also going to do, and this is an incredibly important part of it, is challenge them. Okay? Your credibility is going to be based in your values that you've set out as a Scrum Master, as an Agile practitioner. I believe in transparency, openness, honesty, communication, collaboration. And if the powers that be are working against those, the best thing as a Scrum Master you can do is be vocal about that. I don't mean obnoxiously vocal. I mean challenge them. Go up to them, talk to them, send them an email, set up a call, whatever it is. Whatever is the appropriate way of challenging them, but challenge them. They are then going to understand you're operating from your values. You're always going to answer from that place. And that makes your life so much easier because you can be consistent. Doesn't matter who it is, you're always going to turn up as the same person, not wheedling and changing and what have you. You're just you. And I believe these things, and what you're doing is helping those things, in which case I will support you, or it's not helping, in which case I'm not going to actively stop you, but I'm not going to support you in it. I'm going to tell you I think it's the wrong thing to do, and we can have that discussion. And of course, being the Scrum Masters in the conversation, if they say, well, we're doing it this way, okay, that's what you want to do. That's not my role, but please, feel free. Okay? And we know in the back of our minds that we'll be there when stuff goes wrong and we can pick up the pieces. So when it comes to dealing with politics, I actually do my best to not be involved, not be drawn into those conversations. Politely decline to be there. If you're drawn into it as part of a meeting or over lunch, remove yourselves. Okay. Be perfectly pleasant, perfectly polite about it and say, okay, this is getting a bit political. I need to stay neutral to be able to do my job. So I'm going to take a step back. I'm not going to stop you having your conversation, but I really can't be a part of it and still do my work. Okay? That way, you actually operate with an interesting type of influence. Because you're known to not be part of the politics, you have access to all of the players. And that is invariably where, when things have gone right, I've managed to do that.
If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.